Alan, I met my husband playing an online role-playing game. I was in Florida. He was in Ohio. Talked on the phone for 4 months before he flew up here. We've been married over 12 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sometimes that works.
They did a big thing the other day. I don't know if it was on Good Morning America, where those two people that have been in a Tinder relationship.
They go to Kent.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it was? That was the local angle, right? They were both Kent students?
Yes.
And they lived in different cities now.
No, they were currently going to Kent, and they just never met up on campus.
Oh, well, that's kind of lame. Why'd they make a big deal out of that?
Because, okay, it started as like a joke. Like the one guy messaged the girl on Tinder. She didn't reply. 3 months later, she said, "Sorry, my phone died." Just like messing with him because it'd been 3 months.
Okay.
And then he didn't respond for 2 months and said, "Sorry, I was in the shower."
Okay.
Like, and that was the ongoing joke. So like months would pass by and they'd keep it going with some mundane excuse.
Oh,
for
they were
why.
both on campus.
Yeah, but they never met up on campus, and then they brought them together. And,
After 3 years.
yeah, they didn't want to end the joke, so every few months or so, they would send another dumb reason why it took them so long to get back to the person, which is funny, but.
That's adorable.
And then
but
Tinder sent him to Hawaii.
Right, but in the span of 3 years, they had to have been with other people from time to time.
And they never bothered to look each other up either. They never like went on Facebook.
Well, that's why they look so awkward then when they met, because they were like, well, if we really wanted to meet, we would have met in person.
Yeah, pretty much.
And now they got to go to Hawaii with each other?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I don't think they're that disappointed because they're both attractive. So
They are, but again, I thought they were graduates who were in other cities and were like, hey, we went to Kent.
I don't think so.
Because Tinder doesn't go that far.
I don't think they were still in. I think they were still in
Tinder's
school.
just geotagged.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
Oh, I
like
see.
Grinder, but
I
it
see.
shows the people in your like perimeter.
I like
I
them though.
see.
I love a good inside joke that you like don't want to bail on. You know, you just keep the joke alive.
No, I like that too. I just misunderstood what it was because I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, one of them had to have had a significant other at some point in 3
I
years.
they
disagree
did.
with you.
Yeah.
I'm sure they did have boyfriends or whatever, like girlfriends and
So when they were
boyfriends.
single, they would talk back to the other person then? Allegedly. I don't know.
Maybe even if they weren't single, because all they were doing was saying, "Hey, my phone died. Sorry, I didn't get
see.
back to you."
I see.
But see, that would piss me off because life is short, man. Like, get to the point. Like, I would, at some point,
But it was a joke. They weren't worried about meeting
Yeah.
each other.
And life is long, Pound Cake. Don't kid yourself.
Don't kill yourself either.
Don't kill yourself or kid yourself. My dad did not give me a high five. That person texted back. Okay. Pool table guy did not get a high five.
Well, I would like to know what he did. Like, what is the punishment for?
Well, he might have
having-
given him a high five, but it was a closed fist and it was upside his head. I don't know.
Ooh.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin a pool table. It's expensive.
I had a boyfriend in high school. His parents didn't care what we did. And my parents let me sleep over there, but they didn't know that their policy was just, hey, turn your radio on
Your
loud.
parents are so lax.
My parents?
Yeah.
They really
No, they
are.
were not. They were
Yeah.
super strict. I had a curfew.
They're
I had
letting
to
you
call
sleep
them.
at a boy's house.
But his parents were okay. He lived in a nearby or in a somewhat
How
far
old were you?
town.
Explaining all this is not going to change the
know.
fact that your parents were like, cool,
It was
go
a-
to this
I was
kid's
a
house.
senior in high school. I was
Yeah,
almost
not
18.
Okay. Not okay.
Yeah, luckily that you didn't get pregnant or anything, or luckily that you had good judgment. Because if you were Betty from down the block, bitch, you would have been pregnant. Or
I don't think we had sex. I don't think. I
What
had
is
sex with
Betty
that
from
guy.
down the block?
the chick that will,
The round the way girl?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but that's not Erika.
That's what I'm saying. Luckily,
But if
she's
she
not.
was, then
They
she would
knew
have
I
a
was
baby.
a prude, so like they weren't that worried about it.
But parents think they know their child, but
Yeah, it's
they
not
don't
like
know
you're-
their
we
kids.
still did other stuff.
Exactly.
So you weren't that much of a prude. I mean,
No, but at the same time,
you're still a hormonal teenager.
Just a bunch of rimming and pegging.
my parents. My parents.
we
I
did
don't
it.
know. You don't.
Yeah, you're the
don't
one
like to talk
dancing
about
around
yeah.
it. We don't know.
So we just gotta make things up.
We did like mouth stuff, and
Mouth stuff.
that's it. Probably.
I'm fine if there's no balls.
I don't remember though. But I mean, my
I
parents.
blow very gingerly.
My parents became friendly with his parents, and they were like, "Hey, as long as it's cool that she stays out there, then she doesn't have to drive home in the dark." Because I would go hang out there for a while, and then in the winter it would get dark early, and they didn't want me driving home in the dark. It was like a 40-minute drive.
Yeah.
In, out, done.
So let me guess.
Don't drive home in the dark, but also, don't get pregnant.
Right.
See what happens.
Also, don't
Yeah.
take it in the dark.
I don't think I ever had that talk with them.
So
I just like flop it over and then like try to wake it up.
they're thinking
You
next.
never had the talk with them.
No, I don't think my parents were ever like, use protection. But I think I was probably on birth control at that point.
Dave and Wendy seem like such like diligent, level-headed people, but the stories you tell make it sound like they were. Bill said it best.
Yeah.
Lax.
They were so strict, though.
This is
Doesn't
not
sound-
the
that's
definition
not
of
strict.
strict. My parents were strict, and
Yeah.
they didn't have any reason to be strict with me about. My brothers were off getting drunk, and there's
had a
no reason to be
curfew.
strict with. Yeah, everybody had
I
curfew.
had a curfew of like 10 p.m.
You know what?
Yeah, that's pretty standard.
Having a curfew does not make your parents strict.
Okay, I wasn't allowed to go to like parties and things like that.
You had boys
No one's-
under a green blanket in your basement. You're doing hand stuff. That's not strict.
No one's allowed to go to parties. You lie and say you're going to someone else's house and then go to the party.
But I couldn't. I had to call my parents from the house phone of the friend's house I was staying over at.
Well, after
You-
the
you-
Easy Pass incident you did.
And my parents had to talk to the parent and make sure I was there and I
Right.
was staying there.
You do that, and then you go to the party after when you're supposed to be in bed.
Well, here's what
sneak out.
We
here's
never
the
did.
here's the thing, and I think that's because my parents were so strict. That's how I became so secretive as an adult, which really worked against me because you go, I just want to do what I want to do, and I'm not going to tell anybody, right? So as an adult, I became very secretive, and that led me down some
Interesting
no,
paths.
unnecessary paths. Okay,
Same way.
Unnecessary journeys.
screwed a lot of things up. That's right. But in your case, it sounds like you were hiding stuff. But after a while, your parents were just like, whatever. Just call us.
But they knew I was a really good kid. I did not drink really in high school at all. Like, I think I went to one party in high school where I had tequila rose and some apple pucker and I barfed. And that was it.
Well, I didn't drink
for a
either.
while.
But that still does. That's got nothing to do with your parents thinking you
And
might
I
do
got s-
mouth stuff.
I got straight A's. They met all the guys I ever dated. They had to meet them first. Most of them had to ask permission from my dad to date
Yes,
me.
But the
But we-
sleepover thing is weird.
And we knew as
Yeah, I
guys
guess-
how to soft shoe the parents.
Yeah.
We
I
knew
think-
how to put on the dog and pony show.
But I think what it came down to is that
with a dog and a pony. Duh.
I was a senior in high school and it would get dark and my dad didn't like me. He would feel better me sleeping over at someone's house where there's going to be parents there than driving home by myself in the dark from his
I
house
want
40
like
minutes.
a 15, 20 incher just to like bring to whatever room I'm in.
Alan, I got caught banging my girlfriend's sister.
Oh.
By her mom, then her dad, then the girlfriend. Mom called dad. Dad called the daughter to come see us butt naked.
Oh no.
Well, that's on the sister. That's not really on you. If you can't keep it in your pants, you keep it in the family. That's on her.
That's rough. But also, don't bang someone's sister. It's not a
it seems
good.
complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're not
I mean-
I know we give you a hard time for being a prude, but you're really not a prude if there's dudes doing hand stuff under a blanket in your dad's basement.
Right. I'm not a prude. You guys think I'm a prude. I am
She's
not a prude.
secretive.
No, but you're explaining to us that your parents were like, "Oh, they thought I was a prude, or they knew I was a prude, or you know."
Well,
But
also, what do you
I've
want to
had
be like?
sex with 4 people in my entire life, including my husband. So
Wow,
I don't think my parents had much to worry about.
Well, like you just said, there's a whole lot of stuff you can do other than sex.
Yeah,
Four.
there was.
4?
4 people.
Four.
4 people.
When people say that, I don't understand what they're talking about.
4 people. Yeah.
You're
4.
almost 30.
4 people.
Because I really didn't like my high school sweetheart.
Wait. What's your mouth stuff number?
962.
No idea. I don't know. It's not like
That's
I
why I
count
swallowed
that.
really quick.
It's not 4. I can tell you it's
yeah,
not 4.
I can tell by your reaction it's not 4. I could tell you wouldn't be like, oh, it's 1. I just
Yeah.
waited for marriage for my mouth.
I
No.
think I was just at the time I was religious, you know, I was Catholic and whatever, and you weren't supposed to be doing that kind of stuff. So like I really like before I denounced the church, whatever, I still kind of tried to hold true to that principle.
The Catholic thing's a big thing.
It
Because it was
was.
hard for me to kind of I don't think I deprogrammed myself of that until well after college.
I cried when I lost my virginity and that relationship didn't work out because I was like, crap, like this
was
is
supposed to
be
marry
yeah,
him.
I was
Yeah.
supposed to marry that guy.
I'm cheating on Jesus.
Yeah, and then I realized that's a bunch of loony.
It's malarkey is what it is.
Yeah.
It's baloney and flim flam.
That's right. And then I gave that up, but then I still didn't. I didn't ever want to be like I didn't.
Bolagona, by the way.
It's a bunch of bolagona.
Yeah.
That's a funny word.
I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be seen as promiscuous. So after that, it was just
So
like
just mouth stuff.
yeah,
Never gonna get seen as promiscuous.
I didn't want to be seen as promiscuous from the waist down.
I guess.
Waist up, I was Xaviera Hollander. How's that for a
I
record?
don't think
had
it's
to
that
guess.
bad. If I had to guess,
Yeah.
Double or triple digits?
Double
No,
or triple digits is I mean, that could be
Nothing.
a big range.
Well, no, you go from 99 to 100.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but there's a big difference between 12
Oh,
and
I see.
99
Yeah, I see what
or
you mean.
100. You know?
Yeah, okay.
oh, triple digits? It's not 100 people.
I don't know. What do I know?
No,
You're
no,
almost 30
no.
years old.